appreciate that, Holly. And the Wolverines will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Some misdirection with the counter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Lining up to convert 3rd down. It's a draw. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. The hand to the running back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Sells to fake. Reels it in. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's
makes the grab and room to run. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's...
There he goes! Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to pass. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets away from one. Brings him to the open. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Makes the catch and he's free. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Rush is on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You can tell he believed it, put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage, you got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Number 99, Saxophone.
If If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First play of the period, first down here. The lone back's got it. Nowhere to go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Second down to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He splits the uprights. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Uh-oh, look out. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. Rolls right. He's going to take off. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, a lot of space. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Complete to start this drive. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll run the screen. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
In traffic, it's Miller. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. End off from the shotgun. There he goes. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Finding some room. And this defense's head is spent. Gets it down to the 27. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Give to the single back. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely perfect. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick handoff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back at the 30. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounced through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw one first. Pulls it in. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Oh, maybe a double pass. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 8 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Huskies with a 7-3 lead to start this one. Neither offense has hit their stride, and you got to give some credit to these defenses, too. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
To the ground. He's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, a good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Number 90, set to advance on the play.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Trying the left side. Hard running there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
sells the run, looking to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Swats it away.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Snags it, and there's running room. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On play action. Out wide right, it's Pope. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Breaks the tackle. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Just feeds the running back. And keeps the running game churning. Pick up of 5 to the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's changing the play. Churns into the pile. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to get the first through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical. Everybody get...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Plowing ahead on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And it's a good choice because he gets it. I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. Fourth and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease to the left. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a...
He uncorks one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Here's the give off the left side. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Making his first move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Trying to establish the run. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff again. Looking for a crease. There's a crease.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. It's a running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. right back to it. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Under pressure. He's got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They're going back to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pope. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to run it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Buying time to his right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Sends it back in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Takes it the other way. Inside the touchdown, Auburn! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
On to attempt the try. splits the uprights. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready. 129, 129, go, go.
It's a draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Off to the races to the right. The defense has it in the waiting moments, trying to keep them alive, and he scores! A big score here, but possibly a bigger moment on the way with what we assume will be an onside kick.
And listen, you don't get these very often, but you got to take your shot, clock winding down. You got the score you needed. Now you got to get special teams unit that you've worked on all week long to come through for you.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. 2nd and long here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Motion from the back. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Got it down the field. Running free. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need. And now they need to cap it with a 2.
And that is the play this offense needed, and it comes from a long shot in the passing game to now get within 2 late, and you know this coach is going for 2 at this point now. You're dialing up your best 2-point play, but what a great job of execution by the offense in a huge moment in this game.
The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.